fresh computer, fresh setup. My stuff's installed right. I'm having no issues, no delay, no input lag. It's just going to be up and up from here. I'm just going to watch this Cutie Cinderella speedrunning cookies video.
I'm about to make my attempt. My chat lets me know that Speedwalker is no longer the record holder. A new contender had entered
and then we're going to watch
arena.
Keanu's PB after that. And then we will start running.
An 18-minute video if their record's 4 minutes. That's not bait.
With Jade's PB of being 4 minutes and 45 seconds, I didn't even think it was possible. I'm flabbergasted and admittedly a little mad at myself for watching that on stream because then I drew attention to it and then more people wanted to do it because it was cool because they knew I was gonna do it. Dang it, I'm not that cool. Don't do things I'm doing. Now I have to compete with you. I don't want to compete with you. However, my new arch nemesis, Jade the furry. A furry betrayed me. My first crush in this world was Simba. Who would have thought that a furry would take me down? A few seconds into their run, I pause it because I noticed something aloof, something that I'm not okay with.
That's pre-measured in the ingredients thing. It counts?
Now, the rules are pretty open, all right? So it's not a rule break, but maybe a little bit of a rule bend. Definitely a loophole. But what Jade had figured out is that they could pre-measure their ingredients and put them back in the original containers in order to go much, much faster and save a lot of time. Now, this made me mad because I'm a bit of a rule follower. I don't know if you know this about me, but I like to follow the rules. If I don't follow the rules, then I might get in trouble. I don't want to get in trouble, so I follow the rules. Regardless, we watched and they had a very impressive time. They saved a lot of time by pre-measuring and finding a loophole. So I rolled my eyes, I called it whack 4 times, and then I got ready for my run. I reread the rules and I went for it. I tried to set my ingredients in a circle so I could just grab them and fill it as I go. It wasn't as efficient as I thought because I kind of put them further away than I should have, but we got there. I didn't have a real hurdle to cross until I went to use my oil. I measured my oil, of course, but you'll see in a few seconds where I messed up. As I'm doing this, I'm starting to feel that my recipe is going to be too dry, which means that I went too heavy on the flour or that I didn't substitute my oil correctly.
Yeah, Keanu got to run. Keanu beat my run. So we're going to be playing very, very soon. Don't you worry. I'm just watching some YouTube while we prep. Watch Cutie Cinderella speedrun making cookies. Then we're going to do a VOD review. And then we're going to catch up on some of my notes that I made. And then we will start the run.
Actually, for my butter. So I had to add more oil. And then I had to do that again because my mix was still too dry. This was a big, unnecessary time sink. I did make up some time though by eyeballing and using my years of expertise to add the vanilla and the salt, which is kind of nice. I had my pan preheating in the oven, so I pulled it out. It was already
Cutie
hot,
Cinderella
so I just
in
had
the
to
chat.
place my dough on it. However, reaching over a hot pan and scooping dough is a little slow. As you can see, there's definitely some time to save here. Watching this back is always so hard because it's like, girl, go faster. But she's doing her best and we'll give her that. Once I got all of my cookies scooped, I placed them out on a pan and I made sure that they were evenly apart so nothing would be bleeding into each other. I sprayed the top with pan spray as a way to stop the parchment paper from potentially sticking. And then I took another hot pan from the oven and I mushed it down to flatten them all out so we'd make sure that all of our cookies were 3 inches in diameter.
Whoa!
Ludwig walked in as a distraction. That was a bit of a nerf. After that, I yelled bitch, and then I put the cookies back in the oven and broiled them for about 2.5 minutes. I made sure to pull my cookies out just a few seconds before he did, and I was able to beat their record.
Are they cooked?
As cooked as his were.
Was that a record?
We'll see.
It wasn't good enough for me though. If the furry was gonna use a loophole, I was gonna use a loophole. All's fair in love and cookie baking. So I did another run.
Making cookies really that easy? You can sub 5 cookies? That's nuts.
Where I pre-measured my ingredients the same way that they did.
Hello, Speedrunner Nation. My name's Cutie Cinderella, and I'm about to attempt the 12 cookie speed run, baby.
Once I started, I went much faster since all the ingredients were pre-measured. I just had to dump them in, which made things much, much quicker. And then I didn't have my issue with the batter being too dry. I mixed everything the same way I did before, just with my hands. I also came up with an additional skip here by just spraying the top of the cookies with the pan spray, knowing that they wouldn't stick to a hot pan once it was applied and pressed, saving the time of putting the parchment paper on top of it. Maybe it was a few seconds, but a few seconds matter. I finished a dozen cookies at my new time of 3 minutes and 46 seconds.
These are done, son. Literally, these are the most perfect ones.
So we submitted and we waited. And then days later, on May 14th, my run gets accepted on speedrun.com.
Bug.
I am a world record haver. I go to Twitter. I let them know. I said, look who it is, the new world record haver. Check me out. And then 4 hours later, the entire category gets frozen. And now, obviously, I think I broke it. Speedrun.com comes out with a statement. They say that they were temporarily archiving the IRL baking category in order to reevaluate the rules and come back with a more cohesive and comprehensive set of
That's
rules
crazy.
that should clear up
What's
any
good, brother? Young side, I see you.
confusion with the rules, make the recipe a little more universal, probably change some timing and regulations, judge a little more harshly on the end result. Probably all good rules to eliminate any loopholes or workarounds that
But-
maybe initially I got upset at. I don't know. Maybe I think having more rules wasn't a bad thing, but I was really sad to no longer be a world record holder. So as the category is frozen, we had to wait again. But then we get an update. They have not only new rules, but a brand new category. IRL baking is its own thing. It's not under Cookie Clicker anymore. It's its own freaking category. Write that down, Summoning Salt. Not only did Cutie Cinderella become the world record, but she kind of helped start a brand new category. Not a big deal. Kind of a big deal. Kind of cool. What the heck? That's so cool. So now on speedrun.com, there's a baking category. I'm no longer a Cookie Clicker speedrunner. I'm a baking speedrunner. On May 18th, the new rules are set. They say everyone is free to compete and submit runs. Now, please be sure to read the new rule set. All of the old ones were rejected because none of them met the pre-run requirements now in place. We've got to start over. I'm frantic to get my record back. This is the only thing I've ever had that's meant anything to me. Please don't tell Ludwig.
Oh,
that.
what? I mean, please. Please what, brother?
So on May 19th, I take to the kitchen and I read the new rules. The new rules are much more thorough and have separate categories from convection ovens and conventional ovens. If you don't know the difference, convection ovens have fans, so they help things bake more evenly and a little quicker. Conventional ovens don't have that. So separating the category is actually really smart. The new rules state what appliance restrictions there are, what tools are allowed, and what ingredients may be used with all of the different allowed substitutions. Now, this is where it gets the most intense, in my opinion. They added cookie specifications. Each cookie
Channels from content ID claims. Huh? When you turn on content ID matching, am I not allowed to watch a video? Remove channels from your content. I'm confused. Your stream has... Huh? Exempt channels from content ID claims. Am I actually not allowed to watch this video? Hold on, let me open this page up. Am I getting finessed right now? Am I getting finessed? Hold on, one second, chat. 1 second. Open up the live streaming console. Wow. That's crazy. YouTube streaming sucks, man. Your stream has been temporarily blocked because we detected a video belonging to someone else. Sorry, Cutie Cinderella, I guess. I guess we can't watch your video on YouTube. I guess I have to restart my stream.